Hey everyone, this is a different Real Talk. I've had this one scheduled for a couple of weeks now. Did have to reschedule it last week and almost rescheduled it today. I did have a fun little Real Talk this morning, and I'm very appreciative of those who did come in and join me impromptu. I don't know if anyone is available today to join me, but this is something that's been on my heart that I want to talk about, share, get different perspectives. And I'm home and I figured I would go through with it. So now I'm just going to sit back and check the chat from time to time and see if anyone is willing to pop in and come on panel with me. I see I have two watching. One is probably myself. This is a live, and my husband is outside mowing the grass, which should be what I would be doing right now, but I'm having a little pain. My dog is barking, and my daughter is home from school today. So I'm not sure how successful I will be live streaming live in the middle of the afternoon when everything is going on around me, but we'll see. Got the good one. Hey, how's it going? You want to come on and give me your perspective on how men communicate versus women communicate? Something I've been kind of wanting to open up. Don't know if it's opening up a can of worms or not, but something I personally struggle with, figuring out how men think. So let me know if you're willing to pop on and I'll send you a link. But that's today's topic. I am going to go find the chat so I don't have to keep down here looking at my phone. So give me a sec while I maneuver my windows. So I don't have to keep down here and mute the button. Different time zone for you, God the good one. What time is it where you're at? Didn't know if I could expect anyone live in the middle of the day, a Wednesday afternoon for me. So, all right, I got the chat popped out. And I have my Hangouts window open. And my father-in-law is calling. And I'm going to answer it live because there's no one ready to come on the panel yet anyway. So here goes. Let's see what my father-in-law has to say today. Do I dare? Hello, I am live streaming on my YouTube channel right now, but I wanted to answer it. I am live streaming right now on my YouTube channel. So you're live with me. What do you need? What? What do you need? He's frozen. 7 p.m. here. You're back at work. Poor connection. All right, he may call me back. Laugh out loud. Men communicate quickly and badly. I don't believe that. I don't believe anyone communicates badly. Now, I do believe there are times we all have poor communication, which is my biggest struggle. But I just think we communicate differently. I started having this conversation with a fellow YouTuber, Angel Dominique, someone I highly respect and admire. And we've had several conversations about this topic and how we thought it would be nice to get a panel and get different perspectives. Angel was supposed to come on a panel with me last Wednesday, and it didn't work out. And I scheduled it for today, thinking that she had Wednesdays off, but we've been miscommunicating too on that end. So thus I'm here alone. We don't have time to speak. If someone calls me, I'm a yes, no, goodbye. Not a talker got the good one? Come on, I don't believe that. I was just beginning to read. I've read the book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. And I don't have it anymore because I passed it on to someone. But I recently picked this one, Why Mars and Venus Collide. And I've looked at a few of the chapters. It's nothing I don't already know, but I thought it might be interesting to read. For instance, couples often have no real sense on how things affect each of them. Accepting our differences can immediately lighten up our relationships. Many couples feel a heaviness in their lives because they believe they have to sacrifice themselves to please their partners. This attitude needs to change. So yeah, like I said, I don't know how successful this real talk will go with just me telling my side of it, because I would really hope to have had at least a couple men come in and want to talk on the topic, but it's just not been easy to schedule. So I may have to table it for another day. You are at work, so I'm not going to try to get you to come up. Take time out to avoid fights. Let's see what this says here. How to declare a timeout. All a man or woman has to do is say one polite, non-inflammatory sentence. Stop talking and walk away. Get out of the same room. The tension will automatically begin to subside. The following chart contains some do's and don'ts for calling a timeout. What not to say. You're being irrational. I can't talk with you. What to say. You have a right to be upset. Let me think about what you've said, and then let's talk more about this. Oh yeah, doesn't that sound so much better? What not to say. This is a complete waste of my time. I can't talk with you. What to say. What you say is important to me. I need some time to think about this, and then we can talk. What not to say. I can't take this anymore. You are so stubborn. What to say. I want to talk about this, and I need more time to think about it. Let's talk more about this later. I'm going to read one more, then I have something to say. What not to say. You don't hear a word I say. Nobody can talk with you. What to say. You are right. Let me think about this, and then let's talk more about this. I used to get into arguments with my husband, and I would tell him what he should have said or what he could have said differently, and I would have reacted differently. And he says, you know, I don't have anyone writing my lines for me. Whatever. Whatever. A common saying on Mars: when a tornado comes, find a ditch and lie low. Don't ever expect your partner to hear your point of view in a positive manner if you are pushing it on her. If you cannot hear her point of view, don't expect her to be able to hear your point of view. As your resistance increases, so does your partner's. In this way, resistance is guaranteed to intensify. Hey, Remy, how are you? Remy, do you want to come on and talk today? Do you want to come on the panel? I don't have a big crowd today. This is a topic that I've tabled 2 weeks in a row now. I haven't read this book. It's just been one of those flippin'. Hey, Herman, what about you? You want to come on the panel? Give me a man's perspective on how you guys communicate. 14 common mistakes men make in a fight. Ooh, this page is interesting. 14 common mistakes men make in a fight. 1, raising your voice or becoming cold, sharp, or distant in tone. Since men's voices are deeper, you would admit you're at work right now. No problem. I think that's a lot of issues with having these daytime talks. I tried to get my husband. He's home today. And he had he was like, I'm not taking that bait. You communicate by grunting. Who's that? Tim Allen. That's one of my favorite sitcoms. Home Improvement. Since men's voices are deeper than women's, your voice can seem threatening or overwhelming when you are angry. That's funny because when I get angry, I have a drill sergeant mom voice for my boys because I think that's the only one they understood. You must know if this was written by a man or a woman. This was written by John Gray, Ph.D. Not being sponsored. Men can care so much about being right that they don't realize their tone can sound uncaring from her point of view. A woman tends to take this uncaring tone personally, as if he doesn't care about her. That's one mistake you men make. Number 2, making condescending comments like, don't worry about it. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Instead, acknowledge her feelings. I see that you are anxious. See, I give my husband all these tips and everything, but he doesn't really take them. He doesn't take them seriously enough. Remy says, I have people working here, but I might be able to in a few. Yeah, just let me know. Number 3, 14 common mistakes men make in a fight. This is number 3. Interrupting her with arguments to invalidate her feelings or correct her observations. You shouldn't feel that way. Or, but that is not what happened. Reflect on what she said. Instead, I understand you think that. Oh my gosh, there's this video that has a woman with her nail in her head. And she's talking about how you just don't understand. I feel it. And it smacks my sweaters. And he's like staring at the nail in her head and trying to tell her that, fix the situation. And all she wants to do is have him listen. But he's constantly wanting to fix the issue. I so get that because I need to talk out my issues. I don't want an answer. I already know what the answer is. Usually I come to the conclusion of it all on my own. I just want to tell somebody about it. Hey, Patty. You know the video with the nail in it? It's so right on. Oh, yeah. Put the link to it because it is. I would show it, but I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. If I could do a screenshot and show it because it truly is so funny. I wonder if I could do that. You guys let me know if you know if I can do that. It might be would it be a copyright? I think it probably would. But if I acknowledge that it's not mine and it's them and I put the link in it, I don't know. How does that work? Number 4, or I did number 4. Number 5, criticizing or putting her down by clarifying what you're saying. That is not the point. Or can't you see? Or isn't it obvious that restating the point can help? What I mean is 6, expressing frustration with the pace of the argument. Why do we have to go over this again and again? Or I've already said that. You could say, I understand you need to absorb what I'm saying, and then suggest taking a timeout. Oh my God. Is there really a guy that does this stuff? Come on. In the heat of the moment, they just throw it all out the window. This is funny. I don't even have to go through all 14 of these. This is why I haven't really read this book. I mean, I think it's probably a great book, but here, Mr. Fix-It at Work. Men are naturally motivated to communicate in ways that will lower stress in men. Hey, thanks. It's not about the nail. Here's the link. Thanks, Patty. That video is hilarious. Men are naturally motivated to communicate in ways that will lower stress in men. They have no idea that the same style of communicating may increase a woman's stress levels. To release stress, a man tends either to solve the problem or to dismiss it in some way. A woman looks for a warmer, more supportive response. He thinks he is simply expressing his opinion to be helpful, while she feels he is being either cold or heartless, or he simply doesn't understand what she is saying. Let's look at this practically. What follows is a list of examples of how men either try to fix or dismiss the issue a woman may be talking about. This is a typical man response. Don't worry about it. This is what you should do. Just let it go. It's not that important. Oh my gosh. You don't have to do that. Don't let them get to you like that. It's simple. Just tell him da 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 da. All you have to do is forget it. You've done all you can. It's not such a big deal. You have to develop a thick skin. On Mars, these short comments would be supportive, but on Venus, they can be insulting. If she is in the problem-solving mode, and any one of these remarks can be helpful. But if she is upset and looking for support, they may sound dismissive and condescending. Simply listening and asking more questions is a better male response. Ooh, I have a friend that's been doing that lately. I think he's read this book. Remy, books like these seem to work best when both partners read them. Oh, amen. Instead of solution-oriented comments, he can simply make reassuring sounds, as the following examples demonstrates. Julie collapses on the couch next to her husband, Ted, and kicks off her shoes. He puts down the magazine he's reading. Hi, sweetheart. He throws an arm around her. So how did your pitch go over? Can't you tell? She slumps against him. I feel battered. He says, what happened? Well, my boss kept interrupting with questions. Uh-oh. I had the answers and all that. I was over-prepared. You are so thorough. He encourages her. But Simon broke the rhythm of my presentation, she goes on, and I thought it lost impact. Really? Ted asked. Well, I felt off track. Whenever the momentum was rolling, Simon would add something as if we were in competition, not working together. It was so frustrating. I bet. I was going to confront him about it, but I thought I should cool down first. Good move. And he did praise me to the clients. What did your colleagues think? Nicole came to my office after and said that she noticed it, but then Simon looked like a jerk. Oh, wait. Nicole came to my office after and said that she noticed it, but that Simon looked like a jerk. Bob just congratulated me on a good presentation. You're such a pro, and you look great, too. Julie laughs. Thanks, Ted. You're pretty cute yourself. I totally lost that. That didn't make any sense to me. Oh, that was a good conversation between Julie and Ted. I guess Ted is her husband. Oh, anyway, Patty, what are you up to? I know you're busy making a video today and probably editing. Do you want to come on the panel? When a man helps out in the home, it doesn't look the way a woman would do it. A man will generally be happy to take on projects, handle immediate requests, and offer other specific kinds of support to make a woman happy, particularly when she has a problem or is too tired to do something. To expect him to join in and share each day in her daily routines as a helper would eventually exhaust him. In this way, we are very compatible. Little emergencies and challenges can give a man energy while they drain a woman's. Who wrote this book? John Gray, Ph.D. He also wrote Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. Improving relationships by understanding how men and women cope differently with stress. Which really, I mean, the whole topic today is just getting perspectives about how women communicate versus men communicate. And I honestly just believe that men want to fix things. They want to solve your problem. They don't want to listen to you. They want to help. They're helpers. This says, Gray offers a clear, easy to understand program to bridge the gap between the two planets, providing effective communication strategies that will actually lower stress levels. This book will help both men and women, whether in a relationship or single, to understand their new roles in a modern work-oriented society and allow them to discover a variety of new and practical ways to create a lifetime of love and harmony. You're just about to start editing. I just have an addiction to live streams, and yours particularly. Oh, thanks, Patty. So I really shouldn't be here, but I did it anyway. I'm a live stream addict. Don't feel obligated to stay. I loved having you here this morning. Thank you so much. I did go to the doctor, and I did have a whole series of x-rays done. So prayers that those just come back nothing, because I don't think I can handle anything else. But, and they prescribed me naproxen, which I'm waiting to find out if I should take it, because I am going in for the Mohs surgery, and I'm not sure if I'm not supposed to be on any medicine. So it's an anti-inflammatory. So I haven't really been taking anything for my pain. I know I've said that earlier when you were in here this morning. I don't like to take medicine. When I'm really, really hurting, I'll take ibuprofen. But, you know, it could just be stress too. I could just be carrying way too much stress. Thanks, Remy. Remy, were your ears burning? I was talking about you this morning in my earlier stream, my impromptu stream, just how your story touched me. So, well, there's so very few of you here, but the few that are here are very important to me, and I totally appreciate it, but I'm not going to keep you guys. I think this stream is just something that I need to vent about to probably a friend, which, I mean, I've kind of been doing that for the most part the past couple of weeks. So no burning ears. Better check the naproxen. It may think the blood. I don't remember. Yeah, I think that it may cause me to bleed more, but so I don't know with the whole Mohs surgery happening. That's why I was a little bit worried to start it. So I did leave a message with the surgery office, because I go in Friday morning, and I don't want to be on anything that's going to cause me to, you know, bleed excessively. So we'll see. We'll see. And the x-rays will probably be 24 hours, they said. I had 3 sets of x-rays. They x-rayed the cervical spine, my right shoulder, and my thoracic spine, upper back, neck, and right shoulder. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on there. Hopefully it's nothing. they were very thorough. Probably, I don't even know how many they took, several different positions. I asked the technician, I don't suppose you can tell me anything. And he says, I really can. I would get into trouble if I did. So who knows? I didn't get anything out of him. I'll just have to sit back and wait. So, well, guys, I'm going to end. I'm just going to table this one and see if God puts it on my heart again. So I had fun reading some of this, though, out loud. I always love reading. So I appreciate you guys being here and listening to me. And that is ending today's Real Talk. Until next time, I may go on Friday. It's just depending on my surgery or not. Bye.